We need to jolt our country back. Ayo, I cry for Nigeria this morning. Let me read something to you. Why I'm crying, why I scream sometimes for this country.
Right now, the government led by President Bola Tinubu is borrowing money at a speed we have never seen before.
On the 23rd of December 1974, Nigeria signed a long-term borrowing agreement with the World Bank. Under this agreement, Nigeria provided $240 million in net resource to the World Bank reserves.
Nigeria's total debt has jumped past 159 trillion naira. Just recently, the National Assembly quickly approved a massive $21 billion foreign loan. They did it so fast with almost no questions asked. But let's be completely honest here. Who is really giving us this money without holding back? Where is it actually going? And what happens when a country of over 200 million people cannot pay it back? Before we continue, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Where is all this money going and why are we still borrowing? And it's a very important question.
Now, when President Bola Tinubu took power, Nigeria already owed a lot of money. But instead of slowing down, the borrowing increased. In a short time, our national debt jumped to an unbelievable 159 trillion naira. Let us look at how it happened. The National Assembly, led by Senate President Godswill Akpabio, gave the green light to a massive external loan of over $21 billion. Let that number sink in. That is not just a small loan. That is like putting a heavy mortgage on the lives of your children and grandchildren. They broke this money down into different foreign currencies like euros and Japanese yen, and they even created a special $2 billion bond inside the country. Shortly after that, the Senate approved another $6 billion, which is about 9 trillion naira. The Minister of Finance, Wale Edun, told us that the government needs this money to build roads and fix the budget because they stopped paying for the fuel subsidy. But wait a minute, if the government is saving trillions of naira by removing the fuel subsidy, and the tax agencies are making record revenues, why are they still so hungry for foreign loans? And what about the National Assembly, who is no longer checking anything? They just say yes to every single loan request. Why are foreign banks suddenly so happy to lend billions of dollars to a country where prices are going up every day?
Tinubu is officially the loan ambassador of Nigeria, loan ambassador of Africa, loan ambassador of the world.
This is where the story gets interesting. The institutions giving us these huge amounts of money are not local Nigerian banks. They are international groups like the World Bank and big financial syndicates from the West. Along with that $21 billion loan, the Tinubu government pushed for another $1.25 billion loan from the World Bank. At the same time, they opened secret accounts to get $560 million from Deutsche Bank in Germany and $1 billion from Citibank through the United Kingdom. Why are these powerful Western banks pouring billions into our economy? In the words of international finance, there is something called the economic hitman strategy. If a powerful group wants to control a rich country, they do not send soldiers and tanks. They send loans. They give you a loan so big that they know you can never pay it back. Once you are trapped in debt, they start telling your government how to run the country. Look at what happened right before this borrowing spree started. The World Bank and the International Monetary Fund told Nigeria to change its currency rules and remove all subsidies on fuel and electricity. The government did exactly what they asked. And what was the result? The naira crashed completely. Things became twice as expensive, and the money in your pocket lost its value. Because the naira is now weak, it takes way more local money to pay back those foreign dollars. This keeps Nigeria trapped forever, paying interest on loans while foreign organizations control our economy from offices in Washington and London. The government keeps saying this money is for your own good. They tell us they are using it to build a $3 billion rail line on the eastern side of the country. They talk about fixing schools and hospitals. But if you look closely at the budget data, that story falls apart completely. Top politicians and independent experts are now speaking up. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar openly said the government is running a financial Ponzi scheme. If you know how a Ponzi scheme works, it takes money from new people to pay off old debts, making everything look fine until the whole thing crashes. Experts in Nigeria is now borrowing money just to pay the interest on old loans. We take a loan from a bank in London to pay back a loan from the World Bank, and we sell local bonds to pay contractors. Opposition leader Peter Obi pointed out something very scary from the official government budget document. It showed that during a major review, only about 17% of the borrowed money actually went into building real things like roads or schools. Think about that. Less than 18% went to real projects. Where did the other 82% go? It went into running the government, paying high political salaries and other hidden expenses. The excuse that they are borrowing to build infrastructure is a myth. The truth is they are borrowing away the future of the country to maintain the luxury of the people in power today. To see where Nigeria is going, we need to look at what happened to a country called Sri Lanka. So a few years ago, the leaders of Sri Lanka started borrowing massive amounts of money from foreign powers. They told their citizens they were building huge ports, airports and highways. The politicians celebrated the foreign cash and the people thought their country was becoming rich. But it was a trap. When global economic trouble hit, Sri Lanka ran out of money. Suddenly, they could not pay the interest on their huge debts. The country shut down completely. Fuel finished at the filling stations. Food disappeared. Riots started and the president had to escape the country in a helicopter. But this is not news to us. The worst part was that because Sri Lanka could not pay its debts, it had to hand over its major seaport to a foreign country on a 99-year lease. They literally lost ownership of a part of their own land because of debt. This is the exact same map they are using for Nigeria today. Nigeria has some of the most valuable resources in the world, including massive oil reserves, natural gas, and rich soiled minerals. By burying Nigeria under 159 trillion naira of debt, these international lenders are creating a situation where we will eventually fail to pay. When that day comes, they will not ask for cash. They will take our oil fields, our seaports, our electricity systems, and our national assets. This is a new way of taking over a country, and it is being signed with a pen in Abuja. In conclusion, this 159 trillion debt is a ticking financial bomb. While the government promises a better tomorrow, the numbers show that our country is being sold to foreign interests, with less than 80% of the money actually building anything you can see or use. Anyway, tell us, what do you think about all this borrowing? Do you believe the government is really building the country, or are we walking straight into a financial trap? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next story. Bye for now.